Camping fun. These are a couple of examples of words that I would place on my word wall. I like them because it gives a picture along with the word, and so they can associate the word to the picture or the picture to the word when they're just learning what the word is. Here's an example of my dramatic play area. I would have a tent set up and kind of like a lake off to the side and like a makeshift campfire. And to enhance their vocabulary and reading, I would also include some word wall words, maybe have them fishing in the pond or have them attached to marshmallows so they can make s'mores in some way as well. In our math center, we're going to work on graphing and tallying, and so students will look at the picture with all the objects on it and tally how many of the objects are in the picture, and then they're going to be able to graph that as well to demonstrate and give them a visual of how many items are there. For our science center, we will look at constellations and talk about them, and then students will be able to build the constellations with toothpicks and marshmallows. There'll also be several books about stars and constellations for students to look at while they're while they're in this center. In our writing center, we're going to be working on writing sentences. As you can see, there are words that are mixed up, and the students are going to have to figure out how to put them in the correct order and make sure that they have the correct punctuation at the end of the sentence. This activity enhances their writing skills and also their reading skills, as they're reading the sentences on the side and then having to read the sight words at the top. Here's an example of what our reading corner would look like. I would have it set up like a campsite and a campfire around it to make it nice and cozy for them. There would be several books located on the shelves about camping for the students to read. This will also help increase their vocabulary and learn more of their word wall words. A fun activity to do while we're reading our books is to set up a little campsite and have a makeshift fire for the students to sit around. This will hopefully keep their attention to the story and make it feel more real for them. In this first book, Billy's Camping Trip, I would read it with the students and then talk about what you need to go on a camping trip. A couple of other questions could be, what did they forget on their camping trip? And what would you do if you forgot something on your camping trip? The second book that I chose was Curious George Goes Camping. In this book, Curious George goes camping with a friend. Some questions that I would ask would be, what did Curious George do when he first got there? And what kind of animals did George see when he was camping? Overall, I think my students will really enjoy this unit. While they are learning about camping and things that they need to go camping, they are still working on enhancing their learning.